background music while you're figuring it out.
That's what I have on too. Come on. You can work.
I think I'd rather be dealing with what you're dealing with instead of my dog licking his ball sack right now.
Yeah, sure. I bet you would. I bet you would.
No, go away, bud. Go.
You're alive.
Let's go.
Okay, let me post this.
You want me to open up with you just saying, hey, just start rolling right into the questions, or do you want to just go ahead and introduce yourself first before I ask the questions?
I will introduce ourselves. Just give me 1 second.
You're Gucci.
Posting on Instagram.
I don't think I logged. That's what I need to do. Because I need the shit for the YouTube one, because then I can link it and I can also post on the Facebook and TikTok one that we're live.
Oh, yeah,
on
that's
YouTube or
right.
whatever. So they can just go straight over there.
Well, the email and password I sent you, that's also for YouTube. So
Okay, perfect. Because then I'll do that tonight. Then I'll upload that. And maybe this weekend we can look at making a short, putting it up on those, and then I'll link tree it or whatever.
yeah.
So I can make a post, whatever post you put for going live, we'll just upload it to those platforms as well.
We're on YouTube. We're playing non-copyrightable music, so don't you dare copyright me.
Love how headphones always make my ears hot.
That's hot. Wait, what?
I said I love how headsets always make my ears hot.
Yeah, and I said that's hot.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, welcome everybody.
Welcome.
This is the
Let's go.
Spawnpoint podcast. So, Spawnpoint podcast is it's all about our gaming careers. We're gonna have one guest every time come over to talk to us about how they got into gaming. What's their favorite games, stuff like that. Today it's going to be just me and Tim. Tim's going to be interviewing me tonight, and then I'll be doing him tomorrow. I'm like super nervous, as you can see. Not really, but so yeah, my name's Josh. 21 years old. Yeah, Tim, you want to introduce yourself?
Yep. So as Josh said, I'm Tim, going on 30 years old this year. So big
It's fun.
3-0.
It's fun.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh yeah, it's fun. All right.
All right, cool. Ready to kick it off?
I am so ready to kick it off.
All right. So as Josh was saying, it's going to be about gaming, bringing people in. Tonight we're doing Josh. So we'll roll right into it. So tell me a little bit about your gaming experience. Like what game got you into kind of gaming, or what groups of games? Let's start with that.
So the first couple games that really got me into the gaming world. One of them was Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64.
Okay.
That one was,
Old school.
yeah, that one was great. It was kind of like the first, at least from my eyes, it was like the first open world game. There was still missions you had to do in order, but it was kind of like still. You had to go out. You had to find chests that are hidden. You had to get coins, stuff like that. So that was one of the big ones, and the other one was Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii.
Nice.
So yeah, that one was my brother Spencer. He was the one that kind of played that a lot. He was freakishly good at it, and eventually I got like pretty good that I would play a couple of my friends. And it got to the point where they wouldn't even play the game with me anymore because I was too good.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, those are probably the two. Those are the two that really struck me. So kind of made me want to progress in the gaming career, gaming life.
How old would you say you were when you started gaming? Pretty young or kind of late in the game?
So the first time I played banjo was probably like, it's probably like 7 or 8 years old. When I played Brawl, I think I was about the same age actually. Probably about 7 or 8 years old. Because I got really good when I was 10 and 11. That's when I got super good. So.
Nice. Way earlier than me.
Well, we'll get into that tomorrow.
So I would say, out of those games, are you still playing any of them currently, or what's your new obsession as of now for gaming?
So I don't play Banjo-Kazooie anymore. We didn't get rid of it. We boxed up our Nintendo 64. Same with the Wii. I don't play Brawl anymore. So some of the games that I play right now that I'm really into, one of them is called Sea of Thieves. I'm actually kind of getting bored of it. Like I love the game, but it's starting to get a little boring because we're kind of near the end of the season.
Yep.
So we're like 6 weeks away, I think, from the new one. So it's usually around there is when you get bored of it because there's no new content. But so that's a good one. Another good one is probably I play Overwatch a decent amount.
Okay.
And I've been playing The Raft. There's another one that's really fun. Open world. Survive on a raft basically the whole time. Super fun. Another one that we've been me and our buddy Mitch we've been starting to play. We played it before. We've been wanting to get back into it. It's called Tribes of Midgard, and it's kind of like a roguelike kind of game.
Okay.
But
kinda
it's
like Rogue Assassin, like the Assassin's Creed kind of
so
thing, or like...
no. So roguelike is like you start in the beginning and you have to progress through skill or through like you get upgrades or like RNG. You have to kill certain things to get resources and stuff, and you have to survive as long as possible. But if you die, you have to start from the beginning. Basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you lose any of your progression if you have to do that, or?
You lose all the progression, but like you can upgrade things to help you progress more the next round, right? So you might make it to round 30, or something. I can't remember how it works exactly, but round 30, and then you can upgrade a couple things, and maybe next time you'll get to round 40, type of thing.
Oh.
So
okay.
yeah, it's pretty
That's
fun
not bad,
game.
right?
It's kind of like a Vikings game too. So like tribes of Midgard. Midgard's like where Thor is like kind of from, or
Right.
like that universe
Like
kind of
point
stuff.
origin.
Like Norse
Gotcha.
mythology. So yeah, those are the kind of games I'm into right now for the most part.
Nice.
So
Now, talking about games you like, let's get into games you don't like for a caused you to rage over because we all know everyone has those.
That's true.
And
That's
if
true.
you don't, you're lying.
Yeah, I don't have any. No, I've never thrown a controller at a wall before. So it's probably gonna be Apex Legends. Is that one? And Call of Duty. I hate Call of Duty. I hate it. It's so bad. I might get it to play zombies, and that's it. Nothing else. Because multiplayer is always trash. All they do is they add a new game, and then they add the same weapons, the same maps, and then say it's a new game. It's not. It's no different than the last one they came out with.
God, it's gonna be new iPhones. That's how they're rolling on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, that and Apex. Apex. I played it for I don't even remember, like 10 seasons or something, and I just stopped because like I started to get so pissed off because I used to be really good at it. For like the season 1 and 2, I played it a lot, and I was pretty good with it, and but as soon as like season 9, season 10 came out, like people started to get so sweaty, and it just pissed me off. I just stopped playing. Like I came back once in a while for some seasons because I heard that like there was some cool things that were happening, but
right.
I just played for a week, and I was like, nope, I'm good. Never again.
I'm just done.
Yeah, those are the two big ones that are really pissed me off. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. COD's another one that's just it's just not great. So yeah.
All right. So I know we talked about like some of your games you had started on. You brought up some of the consoles that you were on. Let's bring up favorite consoles and then swap, and then be like, what are you doing now? Like, you running with the PC, or are you doing like screen and console? Like, what do you got? Kind of the progression of where you went to where you are now, and why?
So I kind of started off, like I said, I started off with the 64 and the Wii. But like when I really hit that gaming career, the gaming life, it was Xbox. So I got an Xbox for Christmas when I was like 13, I think, or 12 or something like that. And that's when it like really went off. I started to play one of my favorite games of all time, but I don't play it anymore because it sucks. It's called Ark Survival Evolved. And the new game Ark Survival Ascended, greatest game. Like everything they did, it's just perfect, like everything like that. But they what am I trying to say? But my gaming career really hit off, I think, when I started going to PC. Because like during Xbox, I played, right, but I didn't get into streaming. I didn't get into anything that was like worthwhile. It was just like time wasting on Xbox, playing Ark for like 8 hours a day. I played Minecraft. I played Terraria. I played like really like games that you have to put a lot of time into to be good at them.
Right.
But once I got, and like, I played like Apex and stuff like pretty frequently with our buddy Mitch and stuff like that on Xbox. But really last year when I got my PC, it all changed. Like I got way better at shooters. I got way better at like Sea of Thieves. Like I got so much better at that game. I started streaming in the beginning of the year. I kind of had to stop because of some stuff that came up, but probably going to have some more streams soon.
There you go.
Hopefully. But
that does happen.
So yeah, it's mostly like it's mostly when I got into PC, which was a year ago. Like even though I've been playing more than half my life, it was definitely PC. Is that? So.
Okay. Do you like more grindy games, or I know you mentioned a couple of like open world style, or are you more of like a PvE? Like what's kind of when you're thinking of a game you want to play, what are you looking for exactly in it? Like, what's kind of what pulls you into it?
Um,
Is it like the creator? Like, if you know of a certain creator made a game, does that automatically bring you into it, or is it something you're looking more specifically out of it that makes you want to play a game?
it's probably gonna be open world games. So the concept of Minecraft, the concept of Ark Survival Evolved. Those games like really get me hyped. They really like I really enjoy them. I don't play them as often because I don't like to play them just with one other person.
Right,
Usually,
right.
I try to play with like 3 to 4 to like even up to 10 people. Um, so that like that's those are my probably my all time like open world free play, like sandbox type of thing. Like one game that
Okay.
I guess one game I actually am really into is called Grounded. It's the
I've heard
same.
about that.
Yeah, it's the same. It's open world, everything like that, but it's like Honey Shrunk the Kids, but as a game. So
Good movie, by the way, too.
yes, good movie. So it's a fun game. Um, yeah, open world is really like that. Is that part that I enjoy.
Okay.
Hopefully we can play some. We can hopefully we can get our discords in there, playing
Yeah,
those
right.
games because I'll be on them 24/7.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Um, are there any games that you've played or are playing that do you think would be a cool concept opening up an open world? Like for instance, I know Fallout 76, like they added that. Are there any games that you've played that are kind of like the style you like that are not open world per se that you would like to see them bring that into it?
What do you mean, like like the servers that we're in?
Yeah, like the servers are on, like maybe they're not open world, right? But you're like, dude, this would be a really cool game if it was like
Oh
a,
yeah,
a
yeah.
full open world, like you could play with other like people in it and stuff.
So I think it would be really fun. Um, so we have a friend named Native. He's a streamer on TikTok. Shout out to him. Um,
Yeah,
he's pretty big. Well, he's not like massive, but he just like he's
he's up and
growing.
coming.
Yeah, he's grown a lot. Um, and a game that I think would be really fun for him and a lot of his viewers that watch him and like the mods and stuff, and the admins in the server would be actually Ark Survival Ascended, Grounded, and probably like Terraria or Minecraft or something like that. Like those games are, they're the OGs. Well, besides Grounded,
Yeah,
but they're the OGs. But they like when you get a really big community to do it, it's so much fun. Like
yeah,
when me and Mitch first met each other, we were playing a role play Ark server on Xbox, and like role playing was a big thing that Ark had. Um, it started to die off, but um, when I was going into it, like it was like some of the most fun I've ever had. Like it was, yes, there was more rules, but those rules were explained and they were like fair. Um,
yeah.
and the role playing system, where you have a specific race and you might be an orc, or you might be a dwarf or something like that. If you might be an elf, and depending on what kind of race you are, depends on where you live. If you're an elf, you live in the redwoods. If you're a dwarf, you're living near caves. You're living near
Right.
places with lots of metal, like stuff like that. And the buildings look different for every single faction. All that stuff. Like it's so fun, but it's just you need a lot of people to do it. And it would be perfect for Native for sure. Like I know that Native when he plays Sea of Thieves, he's getting onto the RP side for sure. he's getting onto the turn on the voice, turn on the mic,
Yeah,
talk to other ships. Tuck on their boat, like really
yeah. He's
like
evolving more
yeah
with
yeah.
it.
He's really like he has that PvP part of him like kind of set in stone, but I feel like he needs to like because he's getting more into that RP part of it, I feel like other like open world games would be a really cool, like a different vibe to his streams that would really grow it,
Yeah.
and it would be really fun for the people that are in that server, because we know some of them, and I know Middle would love it.
Yeah, that's also true. That's
Like,
very true.
so yeah.
So you talking about like you bringing up the elves and orcs and stuff kind of remind me. So do you or have you gotten into WoW? I know that was a pretty big one for PC for a while. And still, I think it is kind of.
So I've actually played a little bit of WoW. I think I told, I think I may have told your wife that I didn't play it, and I didn't. I said that because I didn't want anybody to know, but I guess everyone knows now.
Don't be shy.
No, but I played WoW for a little bit. I think I got to like level like 20 or something. Like it wasn't a lot. I really liked the game, but I had no one to play with, so I didn't play.
I see. So you're big on that whole like community in a sense.
Yeah,
together,
yeah.
just, like, soloing it.
Yeah, I really like playing with people. It's really like the big thing. Like with WoW, I did try like League of Legends, and Dota 2. And like I love those games. I love the top down strategy, 3-lane kind of games. New one that me and Mitch are starting to play is Predecessor. But
I was gonna bring that up too. Like how you liking that?
Yeah, that game is fun, for sure. Like that game, yeah. sometimes it's pretty maddening. Like you really get pissed at it, but because there's like people that are somehow, even though the game only came out like a month or two ago, they're already like max level in every character, and it's just like, okay, like come on, man.
That's wild.
like come on.
That's so wild.
You don't need to play 8 hours of this game a day, right?
Crazy.
But sometimes it's great. Like sometimes you get great matchups, and it's good. I think there needs to be a little balancing for sure, but that's every new game, But yeah, love Predecessor. So
hell yeah. Speaking about WoW, what about D&D? Play D&D? If you do, if you don't, like, what you're taking? If you do, were you more of like the dungeon master? Do you more like being inside the actual like world of it? Like, tell me a little bit about that.
So I've never played D&D. Now,
wow.
Yeah, I've actually never played it. I've played
WoW, but not D&D.
yeah.
Okay.
I've played one game of Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
But I know it's not the same thing. But yeah, I've never played D&D. I think I would want to be the dungeon master. I know what it is. I think that's kind of the role that I would want to play, because I love like strategizing how people's gameplay is going to happen, like how it, yeah. I've seen like dungeon master stuff, and it does look like a lot of work, so I probably will never do it, but I think if I ever did it, it would be that for sure.
Now, with all the games we've already covered, we talked about favorites, non-favorites, ones that make you rage, ones that you could just play for 24 hours and not even really realize it. What game, if you could, let's say you have a company come out and they're like, hey, we're, world renowned. We want to make a new game. And they pick you to kind of come up with that concept for them to create. What's something that you would make, and what games do you think you would pick from to kind of like pull that in?
So I actually, what's funny is my brother, he's wanting to be a video game, like he wants to be a creator of music for video games. And he's actually asked me this question before.
Oh, there you go. So
like this type of thing, yeah. Like, what kind of game would you want to make? And I actually have a pretty good idea for one. Hopefully it
All right.
actually happens. It probably won't because no one cares. um, but
Positive vibes, man. Positive
yeah,
vibes.
yeah. It'll be made tomorrow, actually.
There you
So,
go. Keep it up.
so it's actually like a massive battle royale survival game. So,
Okay.
what I'm thinking is, do you know what Worlds Adrift is, by chance?
No, I don't think I know that one.
So Worlds Adrift is a Steam game. It's been out for like 5 years, I think, or something like that. And it's basically you have to survive on. It's an open world, but you have to survive on floating islands, and the only way to get from one to the other is to make a like a steampunk ship thing, right?
Okay. Okay.
So the earlier ships that you make that are like flying ships are
Yeah.
just like wind, like it's just wind, and you have to like sail to the next one like really slowly. But I think in as you progress, like you can put engines on them and like stuff like that. So I think it would be cool if there was like a 1,000 or like the environment was like Worlds Adrift, where it's floating islands up in the air. You know, you have to use your resources wisely, so you can get to the next island to upgrade your ship more and more. But have it as a battle royale and like but a survival game. So like, have like each match like 2 weeks long, let's say, like
Oh,
2 weeks,
wow, that's a lot.
right? And there's like a circle, like Fortnite or Apex, but this circle continuously closes, right? And maybe
Okay, so
and
instead of like
maybe
having that break period, it's just a constant.
it's just a constant, right? So you gotta look at like maybe there's a device on your ship that shows you where the circle is and stuff, and you're
Yep.
like,
Yep.
it's gonna be in this point in 12 hours, right? So you gotta be like, oh, so I gotta go to bed, I gotta go to work, so I gotta get here. That's 17 hours away from when the circle would hit it. I gotta get here so that when I get back on, I won't be dead. Like that type of thing. You have to plan
Okay, so you
ahead.
actually do some plan, some strategy.
Yeah. Because the game
Okay.
will like go for the whole 2 weeks, and like for this kind of game, I feel like 1,000 people servers would be the normal, right?
Okay.
Because like
So
if you
pretty big
have
lobby.
because if you have a circle that's closing for 2 weeks, you got to make it fast enough that like people can't just outrun it the whole way, right?
Yeah.
You got to make it so that people have to like strategize how many hours ahead they have to get to so that before. So I think it'd be pretty cool if it was like something like that, and it had the same progression system as Ark, where it was like kind of primitive stage, and then medieval, and then like Renaissance, and then like military, and then like kind of space, like space
Okay.
kind of thing. And like as you progress, you just get to that stage, by researching things. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. Like kind of like an Ark,
I could get behind that.
an
I could get
Ark
behind
or
that.
Drift, Fortnite kind of game. I think it'd be pretty sick. But I think it would just
Now,
be hard with 1,000 people. That's the issue. But
yeah, it would definitely take a lot to bring that in, but still a really good concept though. Something I could get behind. Now, unpopular opinion for you or any of the viewers and stuff, so don't hate if you're watching it. But what's the worst game you think has ever one you've ever played, or two you ever think has come out?
ever come out?
Yeah.
That's gonna be Redfall. Redfall or Battlefield 2042 or whatever it's called. Yeah, those two games suck. Redfall.
Otherwise, like, why do you think it sucks?
Oh no,
Like,
they
the
just
production or-
just everything. So 2042 Battlefield was supposed to be amazing, and then they said all these great things were going to happen, and then it came out, and nothing that they said was happening came out. So that was one thing.
Okay.
There's been a couple blowouts like within the last year that have been stupid. Another one, like I said, Redfall. Um, they came out with it like 2 years ago or so. It was on Game Pass and it was supposed to be amazing. And then they just effed up everything, like the optimization with multiplayer. It was laggy all the time. The guns wouldn't shoot straight. Like you would shoot at the head on a zombie or something, and it would shoot to the right of the head. So like it was just like it was like amazing game, amazing concept. The trailers had tens of millions of views on them, and it was just not worth it.
So
Another
it's something
one,
that probably their production wise didn't put enough time into.
yeah, they just came out with it early. Another one was Skull and Bones, like that. Skull and Bones was supposed to be
Yeah.
a Sea of Thieves game, basically. But it was supposed to be like way cooler. And then it came out, and they didn't promise. They promised things to come out, and then they didn't do anything that they promised, and they did things that no one wanted. That
Yeah,
was
the
another
whole
one.
trailers and stuff I saw for that looked pretty good, but
Yeah,
then I heard some stuff and I was like,
yeah, it looked amazing, and then they just flunked on it. I don't know. There's another one I can't remember. It came out like a month ago. It's supposed to be like a new Tarkov game, but super super realistic. Somehow, it was Shroud was working on it. What was it? Tarkov did something to their game where they had to like people bought something a couple months ago like for a pack and for like some maps or something, and they promised they would, if they bought this pack, they would get the maps in the new update. And then Tarkov went back on their word, basically said, oh, you have to buy the maps actually
yeah.
individual. So this game, I can't remember what it's called, but it came out it came out early because when this happened, they were like, oh, let's just make it early right now so that people just come and play it. Well, they didn't
Yeah.
optimize it correctly, and people with series like 4070s, I think it was, on their graphics card, like 4070s or maybe it was 4060s. The point was is you had to have like even with a 4060, you were only getting like 20 frames per second on the game.
Dang.
It was
So
like
you really have to drop
so
something
on so
your,
on the
PCs
high
or whatever, so
yeah
like,
on the high end things you were only getting I think the 4080s or 4090s, like the top ones right now, we're getting max 60 FPS, like the best graphics card in the world, and they're getting, well, I don't know in the world, but the point is the best graphics card you can probably
pretty
buy,
good one. I get what you're
right?
saying, yeah.
Can barely run a game that's exactly like Tarkov, like like they just yeah, there's been like 10 games in the last 2 years that have come out early because they thought they needed to because of something that happened, and it just flunked the whole situation, and no one funded it
Would
afterwards.
you say Tarkov or Helldivers? Which one would you say is better?
Tarkov.
Really?
Yeah, I don't necessarily like Helldivers. I've watched gameplay and it looks cool, but I just wouldn't play it. It's just not my game. But Tarkov, I played Tarkov and I love Tarkov. I love it. So, and I play like a
Yeah, no, a
similar.
few of my buddies grind that, and they're all about it.
Yeah, I play a similar game called Hunt Showdown, and it's the exact same, but it's like Wild West. So like revolvers, lever actions, stuff like that. So
Nice.
yeah, love
What's
those.
the longest you've gone on a binge for before you actually have gone outside? Like legit gone outside, not gone, open a door, walk by a window, go to your car, grab a soda, whatever, like actually like been outside. So what's the longest you've
I cannot
done that?
disclose this information.
Do it.
It's probably when I was playing Ark. Yeah, there was one time I stayed up till like 4 in the morning. I think it was like 14 hours I played on that game. That's another reason I quit. Was when you played PvP, like official, like just normal everything, not boosted at all. It was like it was so grindy. It was unbelievable. Like have you played Minecraft?
No, but I've seen a bunch of people play it, and I've got some buddies that were very into it.
So, like, you know what diamonds are in the game, right? They're pretty rare for the most part. Yep. So usually people, when they play Minecraft, to get a diamond, it'll probably take them an hour on average to 2 hours. Okay. If they're like average at the game, like 1 to 2 hours, they can get one, right? Or like a couple. On Ark, in like an hour to 2 time, you can make a wooden raft.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
like to get metal in that game, it's like 3 or 4 hours at least to get just a little bit. Yeah, it's super grindy in the beginning. So that's yeah. Super grindy. Not fun for sure. But
so since I'm a foodie,
okay,
let's go with gaming, drinks, snacks, go-tos. Like, what do you run? What's your normal thing?
So
who would you like to sponsor you?
Sponsor me? I would want Red Bull probably. But that's not gonna happen. No, dude. No, yeah. Hey, Red Bull. If you don't sponsor me, I'll still buy your drinks, but you better do it.
Or just cut it down by half.
Yeah, I'll just cut it down. No, probably like for drinks, I don't drink as much soda anymore. I got my wisdom teeth out 2 weeks ago. And it did, and it still sucks. I still can't eat what I want, but it's okay. I like it. It's actually making me really die down on, treats and stuff like that. So I'm okay with that. So yeah, I haven't actually had soda in like 3 weeks. But it used to be a Pepsi Nitro. I don't know if you've ever had that, but it's amazing.
Oh, I've had the Nitro one. I think my go-to with them was the cherry.
It's kind of like a tap version of Pepsi. It's like tap beer, right? It's like tap version of Pepsi. So it's like really creamy. Like the vanilla one specifically, they put like it's very fizzy, but they put a lot of like cream into it. I don't know how to say it. It's like an Italian soda kind of. So that was kind of the go-to, or like a pipeline punch monster was another thing. Or just just water. But for like food specifically, I don't know. Like,
think about it right now. You're doing an 8-hour run. So think about it right now. Like, what's the top of your head? You're doing an 8-hour run on a game. You're going to be doing it for about 8 hours. Right now, what would you think? What would you go for?
Probably crackers and cheese.
Really? Just crackers and cheese? 8 hours?
Crackers and cheese with meat and jelly? Oh yeah, for sure.
What kind of meat?
Like a cheese board. So like meat, so like whatever it's called. Yeah, okay, that word, charcuterie. Yeah, I was like, there's a name for it, but I'm just gonna say cheese board because I can't remember the name.
People will get it.
Yeah. So yeah, like sausage, or like that Italian like thin meat. Yep. I can't remember what it's called, but like, with jalapeno.
Is that about salami?
No, not salami. Like it's the.
You don't like salami?
No, well, I like salami, but I'm talking about what's it called? Like passacudo or something like that. It's like an Italian meat, and it's
because I'm part of
Italian. You know what? I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna look it up because I can't remember.
I'm gonna be disappointed in me right now. Okay, So you go with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I know you said no. So you're not doing a soda. You've been on a 3-week cleanse. So there's a ton of other drinks out there.
I can't find it. A ton of drinks. Probably like water. Like definitely water for sure.
Ultra healthy on me right now.
Oh yeah.
Are you at least gonna put like a little, whatever those little, water packets, strawberry, lemonade packets or something.
Nah.
Straight up water. Ugh.
Yep.
Better than me.
But I'll have I buy horchata from Walmart as well.
Can't get behind that.
And guava nectar. That's another one that I drink.
Okay.
It's kind of like the treat is the guava nectar. So.
What about?
I want to find this meat. It's annoying me because I buy it all the time, but I can't remember what it's called.
Also, chat, if you see any of this stuff and we're talking about anything and he says anything, correct him on it if you need to.
Please do
if you
that.
have a better question, ask him.
I am the dumb, so I'm so yeah. Please.
What about scary games? You into those, or are you one of the ones that are like, nope?
I do like scary games. They're specific though. They're not. I don't remember. Sorry. Let me show you a picture. Let me show you a picture of the meat. It's how do I? Hold on. Let me share my screen for you. You see this? It's this one right here. You know what I'm talking? You see this?
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. It's thinly sliced. Yeah. Thinly sliced, and it's not like cooked all the way. It's like smoked or something. Anyway.
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Yeah. You saw it and you're like, mm-hmm. I know what that is.
Because I was about to have to reach out to chat and be like, hey, correct this man.
Yeah. There's this meat called chicken feet. Yeah. So scary games. Yes, that's what it's called.
Talk to me about them.
I don't know how to say it. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Words.
It's PROSCIUTTO. You know.
Chat.
Okay. I'll send it to you on Discord. Here you go.
All right.
You look at that.
Oh, prosciutto?
Yeah, that. I was like, I don't even know how to say it, but yeah, that.
I got you. At least I got that. So.
Yeah. So, let's see. Scary games. One I've been really wanting to play, that I want to play it with someone else because you can play solo or you can play co-op, and maybe this is a game we can play. If you like scary games, I don't know if you do, but it's called Desolate. Yeah, that's true. It's called Desolate, and it's
Name
like
sounds familiar.
yeah, it's like how do you say it? It's I don't know. It's like a scary open world kind of objective game. So you have to do objectives to progress the story, but you also have to go do open world stuff to like get stuff to progress, you know? So if you need like I don't know, it's like basically the world had like a disease, and it like turns people crazy, it turns people into like cannibals, it turns dogs into like hellhounds from Call of Duty kind of thing. It turns there's like mutants. There's like a boss called the Butcher, and it's like a guy who turned into like this massive monster that is basically like a cannibal guy. But you have to like kill him and like progress the story and stuff like. Anyway, so it's like a really cool game, but I don't want to play it alone. not because I'm scared.
Nah.
Not because I'm scared. It's because the game is more fun.
What do you think?
Can't believe I'm getting
What are you
roasted
thinking?
on my own podcast. No. I just, like I said, I don't like to play games alone. I like to play games as a community. And I've heard that game is super fun when you play co-op, but not when you play single player.
Okay. Yeah,
so-
I can definitely look into that because it sounds pretty fun. So
Yeah.
that's something I'll be down for.
So that's a scary game I want to play. I played Five Nights at Freddy's when I was younger. I've played Phasmophobia, which I love that game. Other than that, though, I don't play like a lot of scary games.
Okay.
Because they are mostly single player. So like that's why I don't play them as often.
Gotcha.
But
You're more of that community player.
yeah.
Okay.
But I did play Phasmophobia with 3 other people, three other dudersons
Gotcha.
that I know.
What do you think about sport games?
Sport
Do you like
games.
sport games? Do you like? I know Madden's usually always a big one. FIFA.
So what's hilarious? I've never played FIFA or Madden ever.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Never. I've never played them. I've played Wii Sports. Does that count?
No.
Come on. It's the same thing. It's just different.
I'll give you the baseball one.
Okay. Thanks. So yeah, I'm not super into sports games. Like I'll play. Actually, no, I don't really play sports games whatsoever. There's nothing I really play for sports.
Okay.
Like I played baseball when I was younger, but that's about it. So not super interesting. On that note,
To that one.
thanks.
Baseball's good.
I was the pitch. Actually, no. Funny story. I was. What's the position between second and third base? Or third and fourth? Or yeah, second and third base.
Yeah, second and third, shortstop.
Shortstop. Gosh, I was shortstop for every game in the season, and then the coach's son was the pitcher because they have to be the pitcher if it's the coach's son, right? His son got hurt, and I said, "Let me pitch," and he was like, "No." And my dad got pissed at him. He's like, "Do it. Just let him pitch. Just do it right now." He's like, "Okay, fine." And he put me at the pitch, and I struck out everyone. And the coach, after that game when we won, he came back to me, and he was like, "I want you to be the pitcher for every year, and like every year I coach you and everything." And I said, "Nope." And that's the day I quit baseball. Was when I quit on a win. Okay, when I was 12.
You're up.
Yep.
I like that.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's see.
We got about 10 minutes left until we stop this wonderful podcast. But
dang, only 10?
Yeah, only 10 minutes. So,
holy cow.
10 more questions.
Right. 10 more questions. Rapid fire, real quick, just like first thing that pops off in mind, just start sending them.
Okay, I'm ready.
PC maker, like brands. Top
brands?
Top brands when you think of that you would go for a PC.
For a PC specifically?
Yep.
Well, like GeForce is good for I don't I'm going to be honest. I don't even I bought all my stuff for my PC, but I just didn't I don't remember the brands. I can kind of show it.
Small.
There's stuff in here like the GeForce, those are of course good graphics cards, and the motherboard is good. I just don't remember anything for that. Sorry.
Love it. I love it.
Sorry. I like the tower though. Like the tower thing I got from whatever it's called. What is it? NEXT?
Sounds very familiar. Okay, so season. Let's talk about Sea of Thieves. Bring it kind of back to what you're talking about now, right? How it's kind of getting boring. Season's dying down. Seasons. We've already seen the stuff releasing for season 13, possibly 14 coming out. Like with the grapple guns, you got Flameheart coming out.
Yeah.
10 cannon's pretty good. Little skelly crew to help you. That's nice. What are your thoughts for it? What do you think? Think it's gonna spike up again pretty hard? Do you think it's gonna like lock up servers? What do you think?
So I don't think it's going to lock up servers. I know that they have a lot of servers because the game used to be way more popular than it is right now. Probably like 10 times as popular. It was super popular right when they put in harpoons. It was kind of that big section. I'm super excited about the Burning Blade. I think it's going to be a great addition. It's something that I've actually talked about in my years of playing that game since day one. Was like a world event where people could sink a ship, they could get on it, rebuild it themselves, and then use it themselves. My idea was getting the ship. It's called the Chevelle. It's like a Chevelle ship, and basically when, like in the times of using sail ships, it was an 8-man thing. Or 8-man ship. It had 4 masts. It had guns at the front and the back.
Okay.
Yeah, and it would go really fast in the wind, but the turning radius was super bad. So like they could get easily destroyed by a sloop, right? Oh, and it had 4 decks. So it had a bottom deck, a mid deck. It had like a semi mid deck, and then the top deck, where everybody's cannons are. And there was cannons on lower levels. So like there was cannons on the top level and then cannons on like the one before the bottom level. So you can hit the bottom shots of ships and you can shoot the top. So I thought that would be cool. And it would be a cool way to bring people together where like 2 galleons had to like destroy the ship, and then they both had to basically become allies, repair the ship, and become one team. I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
But I do like how they're doing it with the Burning Blade. They're bringing the Flameheart back. They're bringing the flamethrower on the front. I'm about to have so much fun with that. Grapple gun's great. I'm excited for the. I'm. It's gonna be so toxic. I'm ready to cannon off my ship, grapple gun onto the mast of another person's ship, and then just be on their ship secretly. Or another one our buddy Mitch wants to do. He wants to grapple onto the back of a galleon and stay there, and then our other galleon gets close, and you grapple a keg from our ship onto the enemy ship, and then run in with the keg. like I would uninstall the game if that happened to me. Like that's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be toxic, and I don't know how they're gonna balance it, but it's gonna be amazing when it happens. It really big changes.
In, which is good too. Kind of help them out. What do you think? Best loadout?
Loadout right now.
I get basic one. I know what everyone like does, and I know what people say sweats. Roll. But for you, what do you think by far is like the best loadout? Especially since they add the throwing knives. Now they got the double barrel flintlock. Like, what do you think?
Specifically for PvP, I like running blunderbuss sword. Well, sorry, I don't really like the sword. I just run it because everybody else is running it. So it's like, unless you're a god and can hit every single shot you take, I'm gonna run the sword. But
it's easier, it's faster, like reload, I guess you can say, or like
right. Like I absolutely love blunderbuss sniper for sure. Like that's my go-to for sure. Like all-time favorite. Or even flintlock blunderbuss. But because of how everything's going, you just have to run a sword with something. It's stupid. So I do blunderbuss because I mostly helm now, and when I have to look out for ladders, I gotta make sure to have that blunderbuss so I can shoot them off or kill them instantly. Like so.
Yep, I agree on that.
So.
what do you think they could do? Because I've heard, right? So you have the sovereigns and you have the guardians. I don't know how much time we're running on, but we'll wrap it up with the last question on sovereigns of the flame, guardians. Which curse you like better? And then I've heard sovereigns like has a better layout than the guardians. What do you think?
Um, I think I like. I think I like Athena better. Um, well, I don't know how to. I like the Hourglass Reaper one better, but I like the level 1000 Athena curse better because it's the all gold ghost curse, and that one looks really cool. I think that's one of the best curses in the game. Besides the gold curse, that one's the best for me. But Athena is so nostalgic to me because when I started playing, level 50 Reaper was max, and level 20 Athena was max, and level 20 Athena, it was like you had to turn in like 500 Chest of Legends to get to level 20. And now you can do one and you go up one level or two levels at that stage. So I think Athena is most nostalgic to me, at least. So, and then Sovereigns, I like the Sovereign concept. I like how you can, if you are just running the what's it called, the Guild Emissary, or like if you're running like Athena or something, you don't have to run it all the way to the guy inside the tavern. You can just grapple it, which is nice. Because in the
a lot more convenient,
right? Because in the beginning, like you would get people that would just camp the tavern and just with blunderbusses and just wait for you to come in with the chest of legends and kill you, and then they would sell it. And it was pissy. It was stupid. But so yeah, I do like the sovereigns. I think they should do more with it. There's not much that they're doing right now with it. I think there should be like guild quests, where, you know, I don't know, like guild quests, like, you know, there could be, you know, 3 of each thing per faction, like 3 chests, 3 skulls, 3 Athena things.
Like, strictly for like the guild itself, because I know like when you have, like let's say you're doing Order of Souls and stuff, once you're grade 5, I know they have like
another mission,
for, like, your guild.
Right? But if you put the Guild Emissary, you should be able to go to the Sovereign. When you get to level 5, you should be able to have a certain mission that's like,
okay, I like that idea.
That's like special to the Sovereigns. You know, it could be like, hey, you know, we're the Sovereigns, we like everything. Go to this island or go on this quest and pick up 5 items for every faction. You know, for Order of Souls, for Gold Hoarders, for Athena, for Merchant. Like, that would be sick. But, you know, they won't do that. they never put things that we want in.
No.
Ever.
Just going to find, like, 1 or 2 things, and then everyone kind of, like, runs it.
Exactly.
Like...
Yeah, I don't understand. It's the same thing with the weapons that they added. It was like no one wanted the double flintlock pistol. No one technically wanted the throwing knife. The only uses they have for that now is PvE for the most part, unless you're native and you use the double pistol every time for no reason. I don't know why, but I've seen some good shots from him, but I don't know. It's just not worth it. I don't know.
Not for PvP.
Yeah, for sure. But so,
all right.
Yeah.
What are we doing on time, boss man?
We're right on time. Right now, right this second. But so, yeah. Anything else you got for me?
Not that I can think of. That was pretty cool. That was a lot of good insight too, especially for just running out the first one. Appreciate everyone that's watching and looking at it and stuff. Love the support. So I don't think I have anything.
No.
Anything you got for closing out? For
no, I think we're pretty good. So yeah, that was me. I'm William M. Butler on Discord. From the legendary The Office show. But yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing another stream, but we're going to be doing it for Tim over here to my left. We're gonna do it for
go.
him. We're gonna see.
People.
Yeah, we're gonna see when he started playing games, which was probably about a week ago. But so
We'll find out.
we'll find out. So
Yep, only one way.
yeah, stay tuned. I know today's stream was a little late. We were kind of having some technical difficulties, but tomorrow should be
We'll
8
be on
p.m.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow should be 8 p.m. MST, 7 p.m. Whatever it is for you. I don't remember what PST, is that what it's called? Or
Yeah, Pacific Standard Time.
yeah, Pacific. Okay. I was gonna say WST. I was like, that's not what it is. West
Nope.
Standard Time. West Standard Time.
We're just making new things up now.
Yeah, North.
Podcast, can
We
do
have
whatever
we have
want.
North Standard Time as well. No. But so I am Josh, and you
I'm Tim.
are, and this was the Spawnpoint podcast.
Let's go.
We hope you enjoyed. We will see you tomorrow.
Later, fams.
Peace.